The wait is finally over with the Finance Minister presenting a comprehensive Union Budget 2024 that impacts various aspects of our lives, from tax to investments and from education to employment. In this video, we will break down the key updates from Budget 2024 that affects you and also take a look at other key announcements affecting the Indian economy. So let's dive in. One of the biggest announcements in Budget 2024 was the changes made to the tax slab in the new tax regime, while the old tax regime remained the same. As per the new tax slab, individuals falling under the slab of 3 to 7 lakh will now be taxed at 5%, and those falling between the slab of 7 to 10 lakh will be taxed at 10%. This is followed by the next tax slab, that is 10 to 12 lakh, being taxed at 15%. This move has resulted in benefits for individuals that fall in 3 to 7 and 7 to 10 lakh tax slab. However, it is important to note that this is only applicable to individuals selecting a new tax regime. Another major announcement that affected our taxes was the increase in the standard deduction announcement from 50,000 to 75,000. The Finance Minister also went to state that salaried taxpayers stand to save up to 17,500 in income taxes. Budget 2024 also made several changes to capital gain taxation. Firstly, there will only be two holding periods, that is 12 months and 24 months, for determining whether the capital gains are to be taxed under short-term capital gains or long-term capital gains. For all listed securities, the holding period is proposed to be 12 months, and for all other assets, it shall be 24 months. Now, let's have a closer look at the changes made to the capital gain tax rates. LTCJ has been increased to 12.5% from the existing 10%, and STCG rates have been increased to 20% from 15%. Furthermore, the exemption limit for capital gain has been increased to 1.25 lakh from 1 lakh. Budget 2024 also stated that henceforth, income from the buyback of shares by companies will be chargeable in the hands of the recipient investor as a dividend. Further, the cost of such shares shall be treated as capital loss to the investor. This budget also abolished angel tax, which is expected to provide a boost to the startup ecosystem. In a move that will increase the tax burden for F&O traders, changes were made to the securities transaction tax on F&O, which was doubled from 0.01% to 0.02%, resulting in F&O trader now facing a higher tax burden. Other major announcements from this year's budget include deduction from family pension being increased from 15,000 to 25,000 for pensioners, and the NPS deduction permitted being increased to 14% of salary from 10% for employer contribution for non-government employees. The Finance Minister also announced a new NPS scheme for minors, where parents can plan pension for their kids, which will transfer to them once they attain majority. Lastly, this budget also laid special emphasis on providing upskilling and employment opportunity on this front. The Finance Minister has announced an education loan of up to 10 lakh at an interest rate of only 3% for eligible candidates for higher education in domestic universities. Other announcements in this space include upgrading 1,000 industrial training institutes in a hub and spoke model over 5 years, offering internship with top companies to skill 1 crore youth with a monthly allowance of 5,000, and revising the model skill loan scheme to facilitate loan up to 7.5 lakh with government guarantee, expected to benefit 25,000 students annually. In an attempt to boost employment, 3 schemes were announced for employment-linked incentives. These schemes will be based on enrollment in the EPFO and focus on recognizing first-time employee. Under this first-time employee in the formal sector will receive 1 month's wage, and this is expected to benefit 210 lakh youth. The budget projects a fiscal deficit of 4.9% of GDP for FY25, aiming to reduce it to below 4.5% next year. The total expenditure is estimated at 48.21 lakh crore rupees, with receipts of 32.07 lakh crore. Now, let's take a look at the allocation for major sector budget 2024. The top 3 allocations were defense, with 4,54,773 crore being allocated for our national security and defense capabilities, followed by 2,65,808 crore being allocated for rural development, and 1,51,851 crore being allocated for agriculture and allied activities. So these were the major updates from Budget 2024. Let us know what you think about the budget and its announcement in the comment below, and for more such important updates, follow Kuwera. Investment in securities market are subject to market risk. Read all the related documents carefully before investing. For more information, visit kuvera.in.